the last thing that I want you to do in this artwork is to bring in some additional images. So at least 3 image layers should be present. So we have the background, yourself, and something else that you're bringing in to the artwork to make it more complex. Now, a lot of Kehinde Wiley's artworks include kind of like leaves and flowers that kind of bring some texture into the background. So besides having kind of a cool color that you're using behind, and shapes and colors and designs and things like that, you could bring in images as well. So what I'm going to do is search on the internet to find a picture that would be something I'd like to use. So I'm thinking leaves would be nice. I've already got kind of a green look to the background, so I'm going to bring in some leaves that are also green and have those kind of interspersed along the edges, and maybe even create kind of a design that goes all the way around the edges and myself out of leaves. So I just looked on the very top here, typed in what I want. You can click on Tools, Size Large, if you want just high resolution images to work from. And then after you find an image that you want, you click on it and you drag it down to the desktop. If it doesn't drag down and show the actual image, that means you need to choose a different one. It's not in a file format that'll work in Photoshop. So then, just like we did with our picture of ourselves, we're going to bring that image in, and then we need to cut it out. So I'm going to show you another method that's real easy to use. Hidden underneath the quick select is something called the magic wand. So if you choose an image that has a white or just a pure color behind, all you need to do is just click once and then invert your selection. So I'm going up to Select Inverse. And I basically just cut out that image just like that. There's a little bit of a white edge. So what I might do is, before I create my layer mask, is I'll use my Refine Edge. And I'm going to have it do some smart selections here. I can have it shift the edge in just a little bit. So that way I'm going to get rid of that white section. There's getting pretty close. Now here's another thing that can help out. On a layer mask, anything that's white stays, anything that's painted black goes away. So you can always just go to your brush in Photoshop, painting black or white. Painting black allows me to get rid of things, so that's how I'm going to shore up the edge over here. To change your brush size, you use the bracket keys on your keyboard. And I'll probably get in a little bit closer to get rid of some of the white that I see in these areas as well. Now that I've got my leaf cut out, I can move it around to where I want to have it in the image. You can drag things to be below or above based on moving the layer that it's on. What I figured I'd do is create kind of a pattern that goes around in front of myself, using different cutout versions of this leaf pattern, and maybe some additional leaves as well. So you can copy and paste a layer, basically duplicate it, just by right-clicking on it, clicking Duplicate. So you can create as many layers as you want. You can bring in additional layers of different things, just to kind of have variety in your picture as well. But I'm just going to continue this around and kind of create just an outline around myself, like a frame. So here's my finished Kehinde Wiley inspired artwork. So you'll see that I duplicated a lot of layers of leaves, and I put them in within a group so that I could adjust the color just to one section. But this fulfills the requirements of having at least 3 image layers by quite a bit.